Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have another for hire video. Now, I haven't posted any for hire videos in quite a while, but I have once again evolved the deck into an even better deck, and I think this is like peak right now for this deck because Mitsurugi is here, and Mitsurugi is insane in this deck. I feel like out of like all the other engines and like everything else I've added into this deck, from the pure version to this, the Mitsurugi cards themselves are so insane. And I'm not talking about like, I obviously everyone knows like Murakumo and Prayers and all that. They're crazy cards. I'm talking about the synergy between Mitsurugi and For Hire. It's actually insane. Um, I'm literally gonna show you like a one card full combo Habakiri combo, which is insane, and I'll also show you why this is way better than the normal version, or like the version we used to play before with the Millennium and stuff. Obviously, Millennium is still very good, so I'm still playing it, obviously, but Mitsurugi is just crazy because one of the main issues in the deck is if you get like Raigeki and you don't have Wiz, you're kind of cooked. Or let's say you have Wiz, you negate this, and then they follow up another Raigeki or Lightning Storm. They blow out your entire board, or they go Murakumo, nuke the board. That feels like super bad. You don't auto lose because you still have Keel Engrave and you have like the field spell triggering and so on, but it's like you lose so many interruptions. It's actually just it feels horrible. And now with the Mitsurugi in the deck, just like this one card combo, you have full protection from any of that. So you can't get Raigeki, you can't get Lightning Stormed on your monsters at least. And I'll show you why. So let's show you the combo first, and then we'll hop into some replays. I do have some really good replays, so stick around for that. So look how insane this is. Okay, we only have one card here, just Habakiri. And I always knew about the synergy between like these two, the Mitsurugi and For Hire. I just never played it because I was not really that familiar with Mitsurugi until it came out in Master Duel. And then I started playing it with Ryzil, and I realized, hold on a second. Mitsurugi is actually insane, and with For Hires, it would be just so broken. And that's exactly what it was. It's so broken. Um, Okay, you're gonna activate Kusanagi here, target Ritual, add it back to the hand, and then you're gonna go Night Sword Serpent, resummon. Okay, and then you want to go Ritual from deck, the Murakumo, tribute this, summon, and then activate the Haba, grab the prayers, and then you actually want to revive this and then use the prayers right away. And we want to tribute the Murakumo, use both effects. Let's add another Habakiri, which we can. I'll tell you what we're gonna do with that in a second. And then revive Saji, and then not Haba, Murakumo effect is gonna trigger. You're gonna add prayers here. This is you have to add prayers here. You can't add anything else. Even if you play like Purification, you can't add Purification here. It has to be prayers because we're gonna get rid of this. So you need a way to revive this. So one Habakiri. Okay, before we move on, gave you 4 bodies on the board at prayers, so that's like 2 interruptions. So you revive this, nuke the field, and then a negate / discard, and then also gave you a discard for your field spell. And you know what For Hires like to do? They like to use 2 monsters with different types. Now these are all reptiles. Now let's see how we're gonna change them into other types. Boom, zombie vampire. This is like the full Millennium stuff. This is what Millennium stuff does. This is doing it without Millennium stuff. So you can actually cut the Millennium stuff. I do have a deck list without it. You can play like Charmies instead. So let's say we detach here, and then obviously like we did stack the deck so that we can show the combo. So it's just gonna mill the top of the deck here. You don't want to summon Ash because this is a zombie and this is a zombie. So now we have Rock and that, okay? And here is the goo. Light Dragon Ignister. Why do we need this card? This card gives you full protection on all your monsters, and it's not once per turn. It depends on how many materials it has. So if a monster you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can detach 1 material from this card instead. So opponent goes Raigeki, you detach. Protect all your monsters. They Raigeki again, Detach again. Protect all your monsters. They Raigeki again. Wiz negates. GG. So broken, okay? So it gave you this for the protection. Gave you Zombie Vampire with the mills. Now, obviously, this is gonna be a horrible mill because, like, we're stacked. But you're realistically gonna mill, like, something good. And even if you don't, this is fine. This is all you need. Just Zombie and anything else. And then you're gonna go Kill. You guys know the combo from here. You set the field spell, and then you go field spell. And we still haven't used our normal summon. Isn't that crazy? And then the Haba that we added with just the 1-card combo, boom, discarded. How many pluses did we go? We started with 1 Habakiri. We're discarding Habakiri now. We went +1, +2, +3, 4, 5, 6. We went +6. 4 monsters on the board and 2 in hand with 1 Habakiri. This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know what to say about that. And this is all for higher needs. Just needs like bodies on the boards and discards. So we're going to grab the Rookie for Hire, which is so powerful in this deck. But there's a stupid interaction with this card that actually fucked me over. We're going to talk about this in the replay. So we're going to tribute you, and then we're going to summon the beats. And then we are going to go into Donner. Okay, I'm sure you guys know the combo from here. You go beat, revive, and then you revive anything else to trigger the beats. And then you can add the Raphael. So the reason I actually like to add Raphael is so I can get an additional card in hand, just in case. And then you can revive it in attack position instead of defense by summoning it with the Falgo. So you go Falgo now using these 3, boom, Falgo, effect, and then you don't want to activate this just yet. So you can go Seal here. It's better off going for a Seal line. And then you're going to activate Rex. You're going to revive your Raphael in attack position. And then this is going to trigger the Seal. And then Seal is going to add back the beats. And then it's optional whether you want to summon the beats or not. But I would say if you don't have any for hires in hand, keep the beats in hand. I'm just showing this as a 1-card combo, right? Because we only use 1 card, we actually have 4 other cards. So 4 + 3, you have 7 cards in hand at this point. You have 7 cards in hand. That's insane. And you put up like a full field. And then you just set this. So what did we accomplish? We have a monster negate. Discard this. We have Kill Engrave, which is going to be useful because we're going to draw 3 after we pop the opponent. And now you're probably wondering, okay, well, you don't have the trap, and previously you used to pop it with the werewolf. So how are you going to pop? Murakumo. Easy. Mitsurugi prayers. Revive the Murakumo, nuke the field, draw 3. The synergy is just insane, right? And they can't out this board with like Raigekis because this is going to protect. And somehow if they have like double Raigeki, you could have chosen to like go for Wiz instead, but it's better to just go for Raphael so you can get the additional card. Field spell is going to trigger, right? And then you're going to go into Rex, keep drawing cards, and keep the Kill Engrave, and then you're going to summon with the Kill, right? So yeah, that's absolutely insane. It's just with 1 card. You still have like probably K9 stuff. You have like I don't know, hand traps, whatever else you play. Absolutely crazy. What's one thing I wanted to mention? Yeah, I'm playing the one of chaotic elements. I'll tell you like the cards you can literally cut. You don't actually need to play here. If you're playing the Mitsurugi stuff, you can cut the Millennium Engine if you want. I just feel like this baits out a lot of interruptions that can be like very powerful, especially with Doom Dragon. You can cut the one-off chaotic elements. You don't want to play 3 Storm for Hires because Storm for Hire locks you into for hire, and because you're playing so many engines, you don't actually want to be locked into anything. But you do want to play the one-off because it does come up. Aside from that, you can add it with the Rex as a discard, so you can have like 2 negates. One with the Wiz, so you discard this, and then this is going to banish it to also negate, instead of having 2 other for hires in hand. But again, it's not that impactful, because, you know, you're going to be drawing so much, you're going to have so many for hires anyway. What's something else? I am playing only 2 Fossil Digs. You can cut the chaotic elements and play a 3rd Fossil Dig. I just feel like, you know, I want more access to my K9s. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want, you can literally cut these. I'm only playing like 4 hand traps. I'm actually not reliant on hand traps at all here. That's why I'm playing Droplet. I feel like, the hand traps aren't really gonna do much because we're playing Mitsurugi and other stuff. So yeah, and most of the time, like, you can also like just side in Charmies, and that's all you need. And we're super toxic, so if we're going first, you play 3 Thrust, and then you can also play Mitsurugi Purification, and 3 Harpy's Featherstorm. So you can literally just put up the Philo on the field, and then you can just turn skip for free, right? This is just a level 8 target that you can play if you want. Again, this can be searched with TTT, and this is for going second. You can play this instead of the Ignister Dragon, or you can play with Guska. Yeah. Just feel like this is just absolutely insane. I'm gonna show you some replays. You guys are gonna love these replays, I'm sure. Let's go to the good ones first. So how about this one? This one is this quote unquote loser. Because he actually gets super pissed. I'll show you guys what he says. For some reason, it's always the Italian guys. Like, I love Italians, but I don't know why they get so angry. Like, it's just a game, bro. Okay, so he's playing what do you call it? Forgot the name of this. Apophis, yeah. Let's see what he does. So, okay, banishes Nib, and then he goes for this, blah, blah, blah. I did used to play this deck before, so I know what it does. Goes Gallant Granite, search Lord of the Heavenly Prison instead of Nib, which is interesting. It's actually like a super powerful play here, because you can fully protect these. Can't get Regeki'd. Okay, so what does he end on? This is follow-up, right? He has a Apophis of the Swamp Deity. That's a non-targeting negates. And then this is also going to set another one, so that's 2 non-targeting negates. He has a pop with this. There's 3 interruptions. He has Daruma Cannon. That's 4 interruptions. Another Daruma 5 interruptions. Now, I do say, like, like 5 interruptions. Oh, who cares? No, these are super powerful interruptions. You don't understand. Like, Daruma Cannon, in of itself, I would personally count it as like 3 interruptions because of how powerful it is. It can literally just stop your opponents right then and there, and he has 2 of them. And he has like these like non-targeting Omni Negates, which are very powerful. And then he gets follow-up as well with this, and he has protection right now. I'm trying to actually wait. Whatever he sets with this is activatable because of the Temple of the King. So yeah, actually has 6 interruptions against my hand here. So we have Ritual, which is a brick. Kusanagi, which is a brick. No, you don't actually break that much in this deck, so that's like one of the bad hands I had. But we still have like the Storm for Hire. This is why I play it. We have Field Spell and Beat. Let's see what happens. Top deck Izuna. We like that. Okay, so he goes early, so he can set another Apophis, the Swamp Deity. We go Storm for Hire. This is actually, the reason I do this is so it can eat a negate. I know this is never going to resolve. It's either going to get ashed or negated. So I usually lead with this. It's not my, I don't care about this play. So I was waiting for him to use this, which he does. Okay, so he sets Metaverse, and I'm like, I'm really worried because like, you could set anything in your deck, any trap, and you chose to go Metaverse. So obviously you're playing something super toxic. First thing came to mind is Mystic Mine, and then I was like, thank God that's bad, never mind. So then I thought probably Necro Valley. And yeah, he's playing Necro Valley. Super toxic because now my Lupus is dead. I can't go for my K9 stuff, and our hand was already like mid. So we go Beats. He actually Daruma Cannons here, which is interesting. I still have my normal summon, but he was afraid of me linking, I guess, or like exceeding with these, which is fair. So then I normal summon, and then I go Rookie. You contribute face down cards. It's fine. And then he is afraid of a link summon here, so he Darumas again. So I just let him because we still have the field spell. And then look how toxic he is. He Necrovalys me, and then he activates his own field spell. He's super toxic. Okay, and then he goes for these. Yep, he goes into this. This is a pop. Has Masquerina, revives this, and then goes into Vardross. Bruh, so much, right? But he's the issue with this deck is actually if you have bodies on the board, they can have trouble OTKing you. And then we top deck Droplet. So I'm like, hold on, this might actually be winnable. Let's see what happens. Flip this up first. The reason I do this is not just like a random play. This actually turns on my Rex for hire. So if he activates anything to like, I don't know, flip it face down again or something, I can chain Rex so I can get an additional play by like reviving either this or the Gale, or this is not only for monsters, by the way. You can add your Rookie for hire or Storm for hire. So my thought process was, okay, if he outs this, like pops it with this, which he probably will do, I want it to be face up so I can chain Rex, add the Storm back to the hand. And if he chains Vardross, I Droplet. This is exactly what happens. So for some reason I thought this was in response, but it's actually after this the traps resolve that triggers. So anyways. Okay, he gets both. Negated my field spell here, and then I let him pop me. I don't really care because I'm going to chain Droplet to this. Okay, and then we chain Droplet. Be careful not to play into the... actually, Imperm can't be activated because we don't have a monster. So we send 2 to get these 2. Boom, and then we actually summon the Wiz. I was figuring this could probably be something like Imperm, or like another one of these, which I was super afraid of. That's why I summoned Wiz. Otherwise, I don't really care about Imperm. And he has Imperm, so we just negate it. He didn't know about this effect. He thought it was only from hand. So we banished the Storm for Hire. So Storm for Hire actually putting in so much work. This duel. Once again, we're actually locked into for hire. So let's see what combo we do to actually out his board here. He has no more interruptions. Yeah. So let's see. We went for Seal so we can get back the beat, which is a very good play because now we can link, set the trap, because we're planning on giving him another turn. We actually can't kill him right now. We go for Philo so that we can revive this, just a body on the board, and then we go Donner, revive 2, so we can pop the Temple of Kings, which is super annoying. And then we go Falgo, summon the Raphael, so we can get a monster in the hand. And we actually get Prayers and Call By, so we grab the Call By. Because Vardross has a secret effect. If it's destroyed, it can destroy a card on the field as well, which is really annoying. Anyway, so Falgo, because it destroyed something, we can draw 3. And now we have Nib and Izuna, and in addition to that, Fossil Dig is going to turn on our Raphael. Super, super, super crazy, right? What a comeback. We were getting absolutely cooked because of like the Necro Valley and shit, and the toxic shit he put up. Okay, so I choose to pop him here because I have Cold Bite to stop this. I don't, because this is a trap, this is going to trigger, because this says once per turn, if a trap is activated. It doesn't have to be his own trap. So I need to pop this, and I need to also get rid of this, because if a spell trap is destroyed, it's also gonna target the card and destroy it, and I don't want him to do that. And I was not thinking he plays a Exceed 6, but he actually does play Wallow, which is interesting. But Wallow wouldn't really like, do that much. This is not really usable right now, so it was just the hand that I was worried about. I don't know what he has in hand. So we just pop him here, and then draw through the Falgo. And then called by the Vardross. Boom. Draw 3, boom. We actually get like a crazy hand here. We have these, so if he doesn't kill me here, I actually just win next turn because of the Mitsu stuff. And then we get Rex. We searched for this, I think. We get the Rex here, which is very good because we can use the Keel to summon it if he like outs this board. And also, if you guys remember, we actually have the Lupus Engrave, which we sent and then he Necro Valleyed. So this is also a play. Let's see what happens. I specifically added this so that when I negate with the Raphael, I can get this Engrave and then revive something. So he goes, so toxic. He goes Book of Eclipse, right? Flips everything face down. Lupus is still activatable because he activated Vardross Engrave. And Rex is a level 5. You should never forget that. So Keel can summon this, and then we summon the Lupus from Grave, and then we can still exceed 5, and we can also get draws off of this. And then we also have Nib on top of that, so he was never going to win this at this point. So we wait for him to activate this to add, and then we chain so that we can get a draw. Boom, we get Case of K9, and then we activate this early. And then if he does anything, we just cook him. Now let's see what he said. He said, always, literally, before he scooped. Always, because I know OCG card and you like, guessing he means retard. Retard boy playing TCG format with OCG cards, die of cancer. Literally the rules say like pre-release cards. Like, learn to read, bro. The fuck? You want me to write it in Italian or something? Okay. Let's see this duel. This is actually an interesting duel. Because opponent has double Fua. So let me show you like the thought process behind like what you do in this case. So we Ash one, he has another one. Now we would only give him one draw if we play into this. But I choose not to because I can just have double draw every time he adds, which is super powerful. And then we also have double pops with the secret technique. So I'm like, okay, let me just sit on this, and you know, we can draw into an Izuna, we can draw into a Nib. So we'll just see what happens. And then he has Harpy, and then he goes Raigeki. Now, if opponent just has like double Fua, Raigeki, Duster, and you can't actually play the game, like there's only one thing you can do, just find the square that says surrender and then you click that. Or you can be a Chad and just stay. An opponent fucking bricks on his shitty ass deck because he's playing Gem-Knights. And then we go Izuna, top deck the Izuna in 60 because we have lots of starters. The deck is just insane. We have so many starters and extenders. We go Ripper, and then Case of K9. This is basically game. We grab the Noroi, and then Jokel summon both, and swing for game. GG. This against Enneacrafts. Now, Enneacrafts is a very interesting deck. I do love Enneacrafts a lot. Haven't played it in quite a while, so I might actually go back to that. But if you guys know this deck, hand traps basically do nothing against this, especially if you know what you're doing. It's playing Thrust and like some random Dogmatica bullshit. I mean, it's not bad. Like, Dogmatica's okay. But it's not the craziest. Dimension Fisher is the craziest card in this deck. Okay, so he just summons for some reason he grabbed Mar, which doesn't really do anything. So that was such a weird play by him. I guess because he already had the Pixie? I don't know. So we go Fossil Dig. And then he wants to rip, sure. He rips the Nocturne Serpent, rip the brick, that's great. Go Rookie, summon the Beat, and then Beat effect, summon Raphael, and then Raphael and Beat, trigger. So off the top, we get Wiz, which is great. And then we go into Kill. We're locked into For Hires now, as you can see. And you can only attack with For Hires. Okay, this doesn't matter. We can go into Dampa, and then Dampa's gonna pop his field spell. So Dampa's gonna pop his field spell here. Okay, super dumb mistake that he made here is, I mean, I played around it because I had a feeling he had Pixie, but he should have not chained this. He should have activated Pixie in response to this, so he can negate and then rip a card from my hand. And then I would chain negate this. And then if he had like a Leon, he should have searched a Leon instead of a Mar. I don't know why he searched this. Is he even playing Leon? What the fuck? How are you not playing Leon? Okay, he's playing 1, which is kind of weird. If he had Leon here, then he would chain this and spin everything back. So then I would chain Drawflit and negate that. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Shuffles 3, who cares? We go Falgo, and then we summon the Philo, and then he scoops. Good game. This against Blue Eyes. So he has Imperm and Purge. Interesting. And then he has these two. So Case of K9 gets purged, and then we go into Millennium Engine. This is like what the craziest part about this deck is, like, if our like Rex got hit with this, we would probably lose. If we were playing pure. Like, we can follow up with this, but like then we go into Keel, it gets impermed, then what do, right? So that's why you have to play like K9 and Millennium. Because realistically, like, these are the decks you would be playing against. Look how many hand traps he's playing. His entire deck is literally hand traps. So you need to be prepared for that. Okay, we go Wedger Temple, and then we put these, and then I figured he had a response, and I was figuring it's Imperm. So we go Zombie Vampire, he imperms, okay, and then we go kill. Boom, easy. Baited everything out, and now we can go for our actual plays. And we still have our normal summon, so we go beat, summon the Rex. And then we grab the secret technique. Go Falgo. This is basically full for higher combo. You get everything you do in pure. Except we play through double hand traps, like it was nothing. That's the only difference. You're better off playing through hand traps than having hand traps in your hand. Is what I feel like, you know, in this current format. And then we just actually add it back instead of summoning it, so we can turn on these. And then there's actually a way to also get another one back to hand. Oh yeah, it's just Falgo. Yep, Falgo draw 3. So I pop him early so we can draw 3, and we actually don't draw until for higher, which is interesting. But it's fine. So we can just go Rex to force search a storm. And then we have an additional negate here for next turn, if he has like an imperm. Yep, swing for game, GG. Mitsu for hire versus Dracotail, Crystron K9. Where was the one? Yeah, that one. So this is a replay where I can show you like the full potential of the Mitsurugi stuff. Actually, like the full potential of the deck itself, right? So we have 2 plays. If we had stopped this with like an Ash or something, we follow up Izuna. We also have Called By. So yeah, it's just so much. The only thing that would have kind of cooked us here, actually it would have cooked us, is like Impulse, because Impulse is just a custom card. Like Impulse is disgusting. In this hand specifically, hitting Haba is really bad for us. But yeah, he's on board breaker, Sky Striker. And this is exactly what I showed you guys in the combo, where, you know, opponent has like millions of Raigekis. And I was playing like against Boardbreaker Sky Strikers a lot, so I was thinking, okay, well, if we keep like getting Raigeki and shit, like there has to be a way to stop that. And that's how I came up with the Light Dragon Ignister stuff. Boom, we go Ripper. It's super crazy here. Like we literally have like everything in the game. Like the entire everything in the entire game that you could possibly want, we have in one deck and in one like on the field, right? And the graveyard and the hand. We literally have everything. This is like custom. It's a custom combo. And it's not like one of these like weird combos where we play like garnets and shit. No, this is just like an actual real deck that puts up that many interruptions. And can play through that many interruptions as well. Okay, Falgo, and then because Mitsurugi like gives you so many ways to like break boards, it's insane. And then you still have like all your other stuff as well. Okay, I'm just waiting for us to finish the combo so I can show you like what we actually have. Okay, I literally had no room to even set more interruptions, but we have double protection here with the Ignister. We have Raphael, Monster Negate. This is gonna be turned on in a second when we like draw. And then we have Ripper, negate monster in the hand. So how many interruptions is that? That's 1, 2, Falgo draw, 3. Prayers is 2 interruptions because you summon nuke the field and then discard / negate. 4, 5 interruptions. 6 with the pop, and then 7 with the werewolf. 8, 9, 10, 11. With the kill because you're gonna draw into something. 12 with the lupus because let's say like you draw into the Rex. I'm counting this as an interruption because this can actually like summon a Rex from the hand when we draw. And then yeah, it's gonna summon it, and then we're gonna keep drawing off of that. So that's why I'm counting it as an interruption. And then we can also summon the lupus and then use that with the Rex to go into an exceed. So that's 12 interruptions. 12 interruptions, guys. I had a 13th interruption in the hand, Called By, which would have actually been kind of decent against them because it hits Ray. But I literally had no room to set that. Okay. Goes engage. I actually popped this early so I can draw 3. And this is actually not really doing anything because I don't think they really use monsters from the hand. So I do this early, and I want to see his hand so I can rip like something crazy. This is perfect. And the reason it's perfect is because he can't activate Raigeki and then like, you know, I can't trigger my Falgo and stuff. So I use this early. Also, another very good thing that I did is I summoned this on the previous turn. It was to play around something. I can't remember. What was it? Oh yeah, it was to play around the Widow Anchor because like we Zombie Vampire milled his deck. We saw Widow Anchor and I was like, okay, because he's on Sky Strikers, Widow Anchor can actually take control of your monster, and we already like give him three spells engrave, right? So it's actually going to be able to take control right away. So I thought, okay, if he takes control of like one of my for hires, I'm not going to be able to have 3 for hires to draw 3 with this. I'm only going to have 2. So yeah, so because he can like chain double, right? And then he would no wait, we would have only 3, right? And then he takes control of 1, so we have 2. So we would only draw 1 card. So I thought, okay, well let's make it so that if he actually takes control of something, I can still draw 3 if I trigger Falgo, which is this case exactly, except he doesn't actually. Oh, he does. He has the Widow Anchor right here. So if he had chained Widow Anchor here and taken control of this, and I didn't summon this, I would actually draw only 1 card. So these are like things you have to think about, guys. So I force him to do this, so I can actually also chain the Werewolf, and then like hit anything bad in his hand. And he actually has the Raigeki, and I literally don't care about that. And he was probably confused, like why did he not hit Raigeki? I hit this card because this is just one of the most horribly designed cards ever. It's just so stupid. Goes Raigeki, we actually protect with the Ignister, doesn't do anything. We chain Keel, literally, like I said, we get the Gale here. Okay, so I do pop him because this can send and then summon from the extra deck, and I don't want him to do that. So we pop here. We also have infinite interruptions, doesn't matter. Like I said, we get the Rex here, summon it, and then in response to him like adding, and then we draw 1 card. Gets Typhoon, pop, sure, who cares? Look how many cards we have in hand, guys. This is why I count Keel as an interruption, right? We draw another card, and then he goes, it gets another Raigeki. We protect again with the Ignister, and then we go Droplet, negate. We make room for Lupus. We always had this play available, so if you guys thought we clogged the field, that's actually not the case, because we can always use Droplet whenever we want. And then we go Lupus into the Gem-Knights, take control, and then we still have Mitsurugi Prayers, revive the Murakumo, nuke the field, and then he has no cards in hand, so anything else he activates will be negated by the second effect of Murakumo. Absolutely insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 10 cards in hand or something. It's just so stupid. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, like, you know, like the deck is absolutely insane. How about we watch that one? We'll just do 2 more. Okay, so opponent is on Crystron K9. We ash his Smyger. He goes thrust into Imperm. Sure, who cares? We do this end of main. Lupus, and then I think we go into the Valus, actually. Yeah. Because you can literally normal summon the seal, activate its effect, eat an Imperm, and then you can link summon into Little Knights. And then he's gonna trigger to force his back row, and then yeah, if it's Imperm, just chain banish. You don't actually use the Little Knight effect, so you can attack directly. And there you go, prayers. Yeah. Saji, full combo, GG. It's so crazy. Dracotail. Okay, let's see what happens here. So he's going first. Okay, he actually does put a... Oh, yeah, actually, this is the duel that I was talking about, where there's an interesting interaction with the Rookie for Hire that I didn't know about, and it cost me the duel. And I don't want you guys to make the same mistake, so I saved this replay. Okay, so this is just like, you know, standard Dracotail board. He has the new Sting card and Flame, and then bounce back, and then this can summon Muller from deck. And then he has Pop with the Grammel, and then he also has this to fuse into something, and then he also has Ash. So he has lots of interruptions. We go Fossil Dig first. This game was so winnable. It was so winnable if I knew like the interaction. I actually just didn't know. So we do this. We go Little Knight. So reason I go Little Knight here is because we can force this out. So we go Battle Phase, swing over this. This activates. We chain Little Knights to these two. And then if he has like anything in the back row, like I thought he would have. He's not playing the other trap that targets an attack position monster. Because I thought he had it, right? So I wanted him to use it. But that's not the case here. He's playing Sig. So, yep, we do this. Boom. Notice, we did not actually, like, attack him. We only declared an attack. So we go Rex, add the rookie. And then here I'm actually confused. I'm like, okay, wait. Why can't I use the rookie for hire? Rookie says, let's read Rookie real quick. Rookie says you cannot declare attacks the turn you activate this card. Not battle, declare, right? And we declared an attack with Little Knight, which was not a for hire. And this works like Branded Fusion. So if you declare an attack, you can't actually activate this card at all. And this cost me the entire duel. Because if I had known, I wouldn't have actually went for the Little Knight play, and we still could have like done something. Because I do actually play other links as well. So if you look here, I play Dark as well, which I could have went into. So or I can literally just attack with the for hire instead and let him like bounce one of them, and it wouldn't matter. So that actually like cost me big time. This was 100% winnable. I'll show you like the exact second where it would have come up and I would have won the duel. I was actually not planning on using it like on the Rex because I knew he had the trap still and he has 5 mana in hand. So I was gonna save it and use like Mitsurugi plays first. So he pops here. Okay. What does he have? What does he have? Literally nothing. Like, what are you gonna go into? He already used Alfarion, right? I guess did he use this? No, he didn't, right? So I guess he does actually have a pop. So maybe it wouldn't have mattered actually. Does he play another one? Is the question. No, he doesn't. Okay, so he would be cooked, right? One dragon fusion monster. So it would be this plus level 7 or higher dragon. So that's right. And what does this do again? Yeah. Okay, I don't think it would have mattered actually if we had the rookie or not. I mean, it would have mattered like earlier in the game, but not in this game state right here. Because he would just like go for this and then banish whatever we summon. So what I was gonna summon like a bit earlier than this is like Beats. Was it Beats or like let me see. Probably Philo actually. But like we definitely could have played there. So yeah, that actually costs us the duel. So don't make this mistake with the rookie for hire. You can only declare attacks with the for hire monsters if you want to use it. And yeah, he wins from. We like go back and forth a bit, and then he wins because like, yeah, he just outgrinds me. And then is there anything else? Sky Strikers, we already saw that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So Mitsurugi is absolutely insane, and I just want to show you guys that you should play Mitsurugi in the deck 100%. And like I said, you can cut the Millenniums if you want, but as you saw, they actually put in a lot of work, so they're very powerful. And K9 is not optional, like this is mandatory. You have to play this, and you should probably be playing 60. If you don't want to play 60, at least like play 50. But I feel like anything less than 50 is just not viable. With this deck. This deck like loses to so many things, like the pure for hire deck. You have to mix it with other stuff, and you can see you literally saw the synergies. Not every deck is played pure. Decks that lock you should be played pure, but this deck doesn't lock you into anything. The Storm locks you and the Kill lock you, but they lock you at a point where you don't need anything else anymore, right? And these are super generic, like in terms of like how you can go into them. They just need 2 monsters with different types. Like Konami is literally telling you should play anything else to put monsters on the board so you can link into them. Because for hires are not actually like made in a way where you can put up as many monsters on the board easily. as you would like, right? Because it's so slow. It's the spell speed 1. You're gonna normal summon beats. Wait for the opponent response. Okay, now I want to activate beat, summon from hand. Can I do that? Yep. And then you go Dampa. And the opponent sees, okay, well so you go Dampa, you want to pop me. I'm not gonna let you activate Dampa. It's so slow, right? It doesn't activate on summon. It's not like a quick effect to summon from the hand. It's super slow. So the deck absolutely fucking sucks if you're playing the pure version. You have to play other stuff with it. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll catch you in the next one.